Happy Wednesday, divas.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to your midweek content crash out.
We are crashing out. Is there ever a week that we're gonna hop on and be like, we're actually totally fine?
I hope we never feel in this dark of a place mentally ever again for the rest of the year.
It's bleak. Well, first of all, I'm reporting from 1945.
I think it looks so cute.
It's like it literally is cottagecore because I'm at my grandparents' cottage that was quite literally built in literally I want to say 1910, like pre-Titanic.
It looks amazing. It looks it's so summer.
It's so summer. It's like, and the little beach town that they're in is so cute and fun, and I just I love it. It's so cute, but it's just so fun. I need to touch grass and be here. But so.
And that's what we're doing right now. We're with our girls. We're with the After Hours crew.
We're with our girls. We need to verbally vomit everything that we've been feeling, because also we're on a bi-weekly cadence now.
Yeah, we're doing a new schedule. We're going to do until the end of the summer every other week. I'm honestly thinking of doing the same on the Busy Blooming podcast just because it's the summer and no one wants to hear about content in social media right now.
Okay,
not
only
it's this.
Well, of course, because everyone is also crashing out, so they need to kiki with us. But also nothing is happening. Everyone is clocked out. Everyone's in the Hamptons except for us.
I need to go to the Hamptons one time.
Wait, we should add that to our manifestations next year. Go to Surf Lodge. Not even manifest. Let's just go.
Well, we have so much to unpack today. This episode is really, really for anybody who creates on social media who is really crashing out in a deep, dark way. And there's something about the summer. I have existential summers. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's this industry, but it's Mercury retrograde. But it's just there's a lot. So just know that if you are somebody who's really, really thriving right now, this is not gonna be the episode for you. But maybe in 2 weeks when we do it, not next Wednesday, but the next one, we'll be so thriving.
Well, I think we will, because we're both going to take some time off and we're going to sit down and read a book or something.
Yeah.
So I think we will be we'll be in a different place, and the Mercury retrograde will be over. But it's so funny that you say that, because it's I will be scrolling on TikTok and I'm people are pumping out content. I'm how are you doing this? How are you doing this right now?
I don't know. Okay. The thing with the summer is that I feel like it is either one of two things. I feel either I've had different summers on social media. Sometimes I really am thriving. I'm on YouTube, on TikTok, just posting because I feel so rejuvenated. I feel this summer I'm whatever the opposite of that is, where I'm just so needing, dying to get off my phone and take a break.
Yeah.
But I think it just depends. I don't know though. I don't know.
I don't either. I've never had a good summer posting. Every summer I find I'm just absolutely crashing out. Maybe one summer I'll get my shit together, but it's not this one, that's for sure. I've also a lot has happened this year, so I'm just I feel it's 6 months into the year and we need a little static shock reset.
Yeah.
And then August, I really do truly feel really good about August. August I feel okay about.
We're going to be so back. Halfway through August, we're also doing this thing in HQ. We're doing a 3-week blueprint series, new slide deck. We're just totally recharging and resetting. And I mentally am doing it in mid-August. Then we're so back with content. Until then, it's going to be really...
It's going to be bleak.
We also just need to stop talking about anything except the fact that you got locked out of your Instagram account. So can we just start there?
You guys, I literally don't understand. If anybody works for Meta, please help me. Or number 2, if this has happened to you, can you please comment and talk me off the ledge? I'm freaking out. So last week, I don't know what I
Sorry,
did.
It's not funny.
No, but it kind of is. It's just I don't know. I don't know
horrible.
what I did. I violated terms and services of what? I literally so last week, earlier in the week, I got messages from Instagram being oh, we flagged 2 of your videos. One video they flagged was me doing an aloe airlift dupe. Aritzia makes a really good aloe airlift dupe. So I was oh, if you like the aloe airlift, get this Aritzia dupe. It's cheaper and whatever.
Yeah.
And then they also flagged that video of me at Stampede doing a fit check.
Oh,
I'm like,
that was your one video.
no, my one video that did so well, and I'm like, it's my like prize joy, like my only video this entire summer that's actually popped off. They flagged. I'm like, off perfect. But I'm like,
Flagged
what?
for what?
Well,
What did it say?
literally like violated like counterfeit products, pushing counterfeit products. I'm like,
Oh.
what is counterfeit? I literally am showing you where everything's from. So anyway, and then also really weirdly on Monday night at like while I was sleeping, my Instagram got disabled, and then they were like, "Oh, sorry, you're back." And I was like, "Okay, that was weird." Anyway, fast forward to Wednesday, I'm driving home, and I finally get to my phone, and it was like email from Instagram being like, "Your account has been disabled for violating terms and services. Please appeal." And so I appealed it, and they were like, "Okay, cool. Either we'll accept or your account will be permanently disabled."
That is so crazy.
Yeah. So it's literally been, that was Wednesday. It's Monday. So, but it was so funny. One of my good friends works for Meta, and I was like talking to her about it on the weekend. And she was like, it is literally like some guy named Kyle who needs to just get back to work. Like it's the weekend
Yeah.
and like he will
Yeah.
be reviewing. She's like, you're going to be fine.
Yeah.
But also, like you said, it is kind of a canon event for bigger influencers.
Okay. Yes. So I was when you originally texted me, I was trying to do all the positives. I'm like, you know what? This is maybe a good thing that this happened because
Uh-huh.
firstly, it could be a fresh slate, like fresh start. I love a
Yeah.
fresh start, and like maybe then none of your old content will exist, which maybe is like kind of nice, like fresh slate. But
Yeah.
then also, this happens so much. I literally on Friday, the episode that's coming out on the Busy Bloom podcast is with Beck Stewart. Not to spoil the whole episode, but she has like 500,000 followers across everything. And she on the episode was saying when she hit 30K, literally after just quitting her full time job to do content full time, her account got deleted. And so it's kind of interesting. What she was actually saying is that what scammers do is like they will basically create these bots that mass report people's accounts, and then they wait for Meta to take it down, and then they send an email pretending like they've hacked your account, and then they're like, pay me $8,000, but they haven't hacked it. It's just Meta needs to bring it back. So sorry to bring it back to the positive.
So am I gonna get my account back?
So I'm just saying that like if you get an email, for anyone who gets an email saying that like it's a hacker, it's not. It's just
Okay.
your account will come back. She never got her account back, but
But she's clearly fine now. So
she grew like within I think 3 months. She was back at 30K, and then she went viral.
Well, see, that's the thing. I'm like, you know what? The momentum, I feel like is fine. And then also, I feel like, because so many people, they're so funny. Like, someone literally texted me being like, oh my God, are you okay? I hope everything's okay. Like, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I'm dying. Like, people think I'm literally like, it's like I'm in a crisis. I'm like, well, I am. But like, obviously, it like sucks. Also, like, not being able to post for my crush to see is so boring. Like, it's so boring. Like, obviously, like my business and everything, but like literally this past weekend I was at a wedding. I was looking gorgeous and I have no one to see it. And I'm like,
I love you. But you posted amazing TikToks.
I know, but he doesn't have TikTok.
Well, maybe does he follow After Hours? Maybe you can just start doing Outfit of the Day. It's just thirst trap in the feed.
I show up in a bikini.
We're all here to support.
No, literally, I, like pop up in like a gorgeous. I got this new Monday swim bikini. I'm like, oh, just me, like recording the After
New
Hours.
episodes out. But okay, also, I feel like say you never get it back, like that's not gonna happen. But like say you did, it could be such a funny series too. Like
That
I think
part, and also
you could really turn it into something.
I think so too. And there's a lot of content already. I don't know if the whole Netflix documentary trend is done, but I could be like literally setting up my documentary for getting my account getting deleted. But and then also I think like the algorithm would then like hopefully throw me a bone and like push me out. But I will say this enforced break that I'm having is kind of nice because my screen time is probably going to be so low this past couple days because like TikTok, I'm sorry, I don't know. I prefer reels. I think reels are funnier
Yeah.
anyway. When I'm doom scrolling, it's only on Instagram. TikTok, I'll literally be like on TikTok for like 30 minutes. I'm like, hey, this is boring. Goodbye. So I will say it is probably good for like my mental health and for like
Definitely.
clarity. I don't know. I'm just like,
Yeah.
I'm waiting. I literally am like, I'm waiting for an email from Instagram is like waiting for rain in this drought. Useless and disappointing. Like,
I know. You know what?
there,
I feel like you should just give it another week, or
yeah.
give it until like mid-August. Like, give it until, or I think I'll be fine. August, we're so back, and we'll figure it out.
August, like in every sense of the word and in the song by Taylor Swift. That's our
Sometimes
anthem.
Sometimes, what is that lyric in? To live for the hope of it all. That is
I
social
just got
media.
chills.
Like, you live for the hope of it all. It's like you'll have the best content strategy, or the best strategy, the best series idea. You're just
Yep.
living for the hope.
You
That,
really
like,
are.
The execution of it all. Something I've been thinking about lately about social media, like a couple of things, is that I feel like being a creator, one of the hardest parts is you feel like nobody feels what you are feeling. And like you feel like when you, for example, maybe you're really hard on yourself of like, okay, I'm like not posting enough, or my views are down, or whatever. You feel like nobody else is experiencing that feeling, but everybody is. And I don't know how to solve this problem in social, because it's like
This
you
podcast.
well, literally, we're problem solving. But I feel like, even for myself, literally, I was just talking about it, it's like I feel that way all the time, specifically in the summer, though, where it's like you're 6 months in, so then you look back on, okay, how far am I into my goals and my brand, and let's look at my feed, and let's look at like all these things. And I feel like this is a time of year to be really hard on yourself. And I don't know what it is, but I feel like people, I get why no one wants to talk about that feeling of like being so hard on yourself and being like, I'm such a loser and like such a failure and like I don't know what I'm doing. But I just want to say, like, everyone feels that way with content.
Everyone feels that way. Like everyone feels
Yes.
we're chasing the hope of it all. Like
Yes.
it's literally, and then when you don't get it, you're like, I am a loser. And then also it's hard because social media is inevitably like a giant one-up contest. And even if you are a creator or not, you always will scroll social media and it will always make you feel like you are not X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
And then also to like put yourself out there as a creator and try to become a creator on it, you're like, oh, well, I'm a failure.
Well, and like, I feel like what works on social media now is very much this like expert media, like knowledge, tips, advice, opinion, like all this stuff. So then you kind of, how you grow, how people think you should grow, is by coming across like you're talking down to your followers, not in a bad way, but that's just like what it is. You're like, here's how to rebrand, or here's what to wear this summer, or whatever. So then it puts you in a position as a creator to not be able to like experience that thought publicly, because you position yourself as this like expert.
100%. Wait, I so feel that.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like we put ourselves in this like really weird position as creators where some of your feelings you feel like you can't safely share.
No. Because like
Yeah.
you are supposed to be the expert or
Yeah.
whatever, quote unquote.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's so, I was just thinking about this too, because it's like, I feel like there's like two types ish of creators. One, like the expert or like the problem solver or like the whatever. And then there's the other creator who's just like seriously like famous for their personality, and they're
Yes,
just like
there's
so there's two. And obviously it's tough being in the position as the expert, because then you can't, you know, trial and error is harder. But then also when you have a personality, you can so easily like say or do something
I know.
that people don't agree with. Like it's just impossible in general. Like there's no good avenue.
There's like two buckets. It's like the personal brand, like expert, of the personal brand personality. Like, it's
Yeah.
like you're either, I know, it's so interesting.
And I don't know who I would
yeah.
rather be. Like I don't know which one I would rather. Like
I would
would
way
you rather?
I when I stopped talking about my personal life on social, like my mental health got so much better.
I totally agree. It's like I'd rather have the issues of being the expert than putting my personal life on social media, because like I couldn't deal with that. I can barely deal with people
Yeah.
telling me that I'm stupid for telling them to size down in their jeans, let alone my actual personal life.
Do you feel like you're like that though when you talk about fashion? You're like an expert. Like you're actually kind of in like a nice medium.
I think I am too, which is nice
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
I have like I don't know I don't think I don't, which is good. Like I don't
Yeah.
want to position myself that way because fashion is so, you can have so many takes on it, and like
Yeah.
everyone like has so many, like especially like, you know what, the one thing that everyone has their like bragas at a twist over
What?
is fabrics.
The polyester. Like whenever you talk about Aritzia,
I get
like,
crucified. Well, it's polyester. You're paying that much for polyester? Yeah. And I do it again. Like, and that's my thing. Is so it's like, that's what I hate about fashion is like, I would never pay X, Y, and Z for polyester. Okay, then kindly see yourself out. But I can deal with that criticism. I couldn't deal with like, I don't know, something in my personal life, like being whatever. And that's why even with fashion, like I don't want to position myself as the expert. That's why I want to lean into like, I love doing like sales and like
Yeah.
buy or buys, because that's just like whatever. And it's nothing like super crazy, but it's not me being like educational and being like, this polyester, 100% cotton, blah, blah, blah. Cause that is where it gets into really scary territories and people get really, really angry about it. We haven't talked about, because we didn't get on the pod last week, we didn't talk about our kits event.
okay, you guys, we have this like unsaid
Illness.
unsaid understanding that when we have an influencer event in the calendar, even if it's 10 minutes, it's a whole night. Like it's a whole event. Like the whole day really is like,
Oh no.
like
Yep.
we have multiple locations to go to. And so last week we went to, honestly, I have only been to influencer events this year with you. I haven't gone to any without you. And
I'm so honored.
I feel like you get invited to so many, and I am your plus one to like all of them.
I forgot we
So-
also did the Samsung. Was that this year? When was Samsung? No, that
Oh
was
yeah,
last
we
year.
just
That was so fun. We did like a pickleball thing. Was that last year? It was. It was
don't
last
know.
year. 'Cause I
yeah
wasn't in my new house.
we went to the we went to the Kits event in Toronto. It was like
Kits.
this eyeglass store opening, and it was so fun.
It was so fun. It was just like the unspoken, like it's not an if, it's a where are we going after this? And we did hit the town, and
This is the routine.
if you
it's
if you saw us,
I
no,
go
you
to your-
didn't.
No, I go to your house and we have a glass, get ready, take TikToks. Then we go to the event. Then we go 1 to 2 places after, and your brother came, Storm
Yeah.
came, like people join after. And so
Yeah.
like when there's one of the books, like we just know what's happening that day.
We know what's happening, and we know the next day to clear the calendars because we will
Exactly.
be bedridden.
Exactly.
But they're
And
fun.
That's exactly what happened, and it was so fun. And you know what, though? That is what summer 2026 is about. And I feel like I'm feeling a wholesome fall and a wholesome winter.
I'm feeling a wholesome fall and a not to be so cringy and disgusting, but like a girl boss fall. Like I want to like eat down on
No,
other than
totally.
when I get back from Europe. But maybe I'll
Yeah.
be like, but like in Europe, like I'll post like outfits and stuff. But like
Yeah.
when I get back, I want to be on my shit.
This is my last summer in my 20s.
Yeah,
So I'm like, you got to just
live it
have
up.
a glass with the girls on a patio, and it's what life is about right now.
I know.
And that's okay.
And see, that's one thing. That's what I've said to you, and I've said it to everyone who is like, "Are you okay?" And I say no. I'm like, you know what? When I look back on this summer, or even just the past couple months, I'll be like,
Yeah.
I had so much fun. So
Yeah.
whatever permanent damage I'm causing to my body, I
You're
have no
so
regrets.
fine.
I have no
it's so fine.
regrets. It's so fine. I'm
I
just
feel like I don't know. Something I've been like trying to do this year is that like my something about turning 30. It's not that I feel like I'm so happy with and like proud of my 20s, and like turning 30 I feel just like so I'm actually like really excited to get out of my 20s. Like, not gonna lie. Like,
I am kind of jealous of you. I can't lie. I still have another year and a half to go, and I'm like, can I fucking please?
Yeah, I just feel like I'm excited for my 30s. My 20s have been like a lot, but I feel like my number one priority in my 20s has been building a business and like work.
Well, of course.
So going into this last year, I'm like, this is my last year of my 20s. And my priority this year was to, of course, I have so many business goals and like things I want to do, but not have that always be the priority. Because I feel like all of my 20s, I've obviously had like so much fun in different moments, but I find every weekend I'm like missing out on something because I want to work instead.
Yeah.
Or I have to be like on, or I have to be rested to batch on Sundays or like whatever. Mm-hmm. So going to this year, I'm like, you know what? This year, the last year of my 20s, I obviously want to work hard and like that's a given, but not always like prioritize that.
Yeah,
and, like,
I also
other like living.
Yeah, I also think that you have space to do that. Like when you were like, I'm taking like I think today or starting tomorrow, you're taking 10 days off. I'm like, you please like. You need to do that because every time we like come on Mondays, we hop on our calls. I'm like definitely like not well, and you're like, I just was in like I was coding all weekend, and I'm like, oh god,
me and Claude. No, I know
you have a torrid love affair with Claude.
No, seriously.
No, you deserve a break, and you deserve to like have fun and like enjoy the fruits of your labor.
But also like normalize taking a break without earning it. Like you don't have to earn breaks.
Don't tell me that.
Like you don't know. I feel like that's been so programmed in my mind of like I can only take breaks when I'm so exhausted and like I have to earn it. And so my mom always gives me this advice, which like I never take, but I should, of like you should always take breaks before you need them because then you won't need them. And then it's like in your day to day you should be like, which I try to, but it's hard.
Yeah, it is so hard.
Okay, this is what I was gonna say in our notes of like being on social media is it's like a challenge of getting mentally ill because it's like what being on social media does, I feel like, is it makes you look on your life, and it's so hard to be in your life because it's like you're looking at all these routines and all of this like juxtaposing, contrasting advice and like what other people are doing. I remember like the whole like hustle girl boss era. I was so tapped into that like in my mid-20s because I would see like people like Grace Beverly where she's like wakes up at 6 and goes to workout class and has her to-do list and then like does all these things and then posts. And so you're just like constantly scrolling, reflecting on and comparing without realizing it, like what you were doing.
Yeah.
And so I feel like it just makes you, and also just like all like the horrible things that happen to people that you like hear about 24/7. You're like opening your phone into this like possibility list of like horrible things that can happen to you that you never would have even thought of.
No,
but
literally.
Yeah, like anyone with health anxiety, like TikTok is so horrible for that.
TikTok and quite literally also Reddit.
Oh, I know. I know.
Whenever
Reddit
I have
is so helpful and so not helpful.
You took the words right out of my mouth. Sometimes I die for Reddit. I'm like, this is so helpful, perfect. Because, like, for example, like when I do, you know what is so niche with Reddit is like if I want to buy a new something from somewhere and I never ordered from them before.
The Sephora Reddit.
Unbelievable.
Yes.
Or like I love doing like I did the Shelby Sacco Sad to Savage workout program, and so like if I want to buy like an influencer workout program, like because Reddit they'll tell you like it is, and by the way that the workout program is unbelievable, but I love Reddit for that. But then I also like it is the darkest, scariest, meanest place on the internet.
If you're objectively thinking about it, it's like I'm gonna go and spend an hour now and look at all of these like natural disasters, health, like horrible health news that people got, like this horrible tragedy to somebody that happened, and then someone's amazing routine, and then like how much money someone made. Like it's so crazy like what we are processing. Like your brain must just be so
fried. Fried. It's fried. No. Thanks for asking.
And then we create on it too.
And then we were like, this is our business and I can't do anything without it. See, again, I will say I do miss my Instagram, but it is nice like being physically forced off the platform.
I can't believe you scroll on Reels. My Reels feed, I don't know how it got this way. The things I send you that come up on my feed, it's like, it will just be like, like furry meetups.
Same.
Like, do you know what I mean?
But that's why I
It's
love it,
the
because that's my
craziest-
humor.
Oh
That's
my
why I
God.
love it. That's why I love it, because that, like, my humor, like, Reels, it gets my humor so well, and it's like like I am that person in the group chat sending the most unhinged stuff, and it's so funny. But like, I will say, this past couple days, I'm like, wow, it's nice to just like touch grass. Maybe I'll like finish a book.
Oh, I've been like, I mean, I'm like a broken record with this. Maybe not so much in after hours, but the whole like nervous system regulation thing is my like entire life. Like I'm so obsessed with it. And something I've been really trying to do is have a lot of silence like in my day to day.
Oh,
So it's like, it does really help.
wait, what do you mean? Like, just not have
Like,
a
this
podcast playing
morning-
24/7?
Like, yeah, like this morning when I had my coffee, like I just had my coffee. Like that was it. Like I just like had it.
Oh my god.
Like, oh, like just with nothing. Like just make your coffee, look out the window, just like sit with your thoughts.
You know what?
And you know what
I'm
I
gonna
was
try and do
thinking?
that.
This is like a little cringe, but like this is a safe space.
Of
But
course.
sometimes when I have this just like maybe a sign of like I'm seriously I'm crashing out. But sometimes when I have my morning coffee too, and I'm trying to like have low stimulation days, I'll try to have my morning coffee like with like with the universe and like just think like, okay, what are we like thinking? How are we feeling? Like what are we like?
I
know what I
love
mean?
that. That's really cute.
Is it, or maybe I'm like just actually going insane?
No, I love
You're
that.
just like having a coffee like with yourself.
I love that. I'm gonna try that. That's gonna be my goal for the next couple of
And
days.
just like
I bet you even the next time we record,
we'll be
like
so
we're
much better.
we're gonna be so rejuvenated, because it's not next week, it'll be the week after, and like we'll have to both have had time to just like decompress,
Yeah.
sit, go for walks. I'm getting my hair redone. I'm gonna like
Like it was so
have I have two extensions left, and I'm holding on by a thread. Like I'm gonna have coffee with the universe. It's gonna be amazing. Literally, I should post on the after hour stories being like, BRB having coffee with the universe. Everyone tag us when you have coffee. Oh, well, I guess that takes away the point of having coffee with the universe.
no. It's like the founder hour of it all too. I love doing that in the morning.
100%.
You should do that.
I honestly will. And also, I'm gonna tell everyone who's watching, please send us your coffee. Like, imagine we start a revolution.
Coffee with the universe. Coffee with your younger self.
That's
You
cute.
know.
That's really.
I feel like people are really hating on Alex Earl right now.
Really?
she's-
Why?
I feel like people are turning on a lot of people right now on social.
Wait, really? Why? Like who?
Like I just feel like there's so much like hatred going on online. Like everyone
Well,
just hates
when is there
everybody.
not? When is there not? But wait, why are people turning on Alex Earl?
I think because people think she like got people I don't know, people think she got like a BBL or like a non-surgical one, and then she's
Okay.
with Stassi, and then like there's just I don't know, people are hating on her right now. The Tom Brady thing. I don't know.
You
People
know
are
what?
hating on Emily Kaiser. Like people are just like hating.
People are hating on literally everybody. It's like it's really, really scary and sad. Maybe everyone else needs to take a break too.
They should just shut down social.
That's like, oh my god, you know what is like I'm realizing people are so freaking unwell about? Have you been seeing the cream of wheat lady? Have you been seeing
no. What is that?
Okay.
On TikTok?
TikTok. So all of a sudden I'm scrolling TikTok, and this lady named Rachel pops up, and she's eating cream of wheat, and she literally, I'm not lying, her kitchen looks like cottage aesthetic. Like it looks like
Okay.
this. And she is just like very calming, like eating her cream of wheat. And it's literally that. Like she just like sits and chats with us while she eats her cream of wheat. And she pours herself a big cup of coffee. Like it's giving like 80s like nostalgia, like calming energy. And so then everyone's starting to make her cream of wheat recipe. And then all of a sudden this other girl pops up, and all the comments are like, OG cream of wheat queen, Rachel's copying everything you do, like blah blah blah, like oh my god, she's back, like the OG cream. I'm like, it's cream of wheat. It's cream of wheat. Who cares? Who cares? Like I'm literally like everyone in these comments like being like, how are you feeling about this girl copying you by eating cream of wheat. I'm like, okay,
People with the copying need to stop. I have a lot of like unpopular opinions on it, but like,
care to share?
I just feel like as someone who has been like the word copy just sounds so stupid. It sounds like we're like in high school.
No,
but like,
that's exactly what it feels like.
As somebody who has been like, also, I'm sure you have too, like people just like word for word copy like your content and scripts and like whatever. I just feel like who cares?
Who cares? Especially when
it is annoying. It is.
I understand when it comes to something as like for you, for example, copying word for word your scripts and everything. I think that like you have a right to be peeved about that. Cream of wheat.
I know. I don't know. I feel like the copy police on social, it's a lot. Like, it's just...
Well, it just is like, do you really not have anything? Like, what are you doing outside of being on your phone? Like, do you not have a full life?
No.
You have to yell at people on the internet for copying?
Okay, what is your content crush of the week?
Probably being locked out of my Instagram, my entire business being ripped away from me.
Yeah. No, that's fair.
But I also like, I really do like, I'm such a like a gut person. Like I go with my gut, and like I really do feel okay. Like I'm going to be okay either way. I'm either going to start from scratch and have so much fun doing that, or I'm going to get it back, and I'm going to get it back, and I can keep going. So I actually feel okay about it. And like I said, I'm honestly I'm basking in this enforced break.
Yeah.
So I actually, it's honestly like kind of nice not being on, but that is definitely my crash out. Not being able to
legit crash out.
Not being able to post I do like once I get my Instagram back or start a new one, the dresses that I wore to the welcome drinks and the wedding that I just went to, I have gorgeous content that so I have a lot of stuff that I'm ready to post, which is great. So like, you know, I've been batching, so that's good. But that's kind of my crash out is my entire business being ripped from my hands.
That's legit. That's like a pretty big one.
Yeah. What about you?
I feel like my crash of the week is just like, I don't know how I got to this point again where I am so burnt out. I need to like take such a big break, but you know what? I think it's okay.
I think it's okay too.
It's a learning lesson, but it's okay. I'm taking 1 week off, and it'll be really nice.
Yeah.
So I'm just like,
it's gonna be amazing.
I have one brain cell left, literally, but that's just my crush out. It's just like, it's July. July. It's so interesting with content and like running your own business and everything, because I feel like you learn the same lessons like over and over and over, and like every single year I'm sitting here in July, and I know in December the same thing. I'll be just like, and it's like, you just need to do that earlier. Take these breaks.
But even also like maybe next year like I feel like this year I've even felt more equipped than last year. Like I remember last year being in July, and I was too. Like, but I was forcing it. Like I was forcing myself to post and forcing content. Whereas this time I'm like, I am taking this and I'm running with it. And I feel like you're doing the same. Like you're actually like, so you are learning new lessons, and you are taking a 10-day break. Like you wouldn't normally have done that.
No, it's so true.
You would have just pushed through.
Yeah. And then you're really done for like months.
And then you're like, then you're like, no one's home. I just know the next time we record, we are going to be, it's going to be amazing. There's going to be light in our lives.
One last thing. Did you watch Justin Bieber on the halftime show?
I did. I was really underwhelmed.
I was obsessed.
Oh, really?
Oh my God. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I was just like, it was so hype, and I get like it's great you can stand there and sing with your guitar, but I was kind of just like wanting him to sing.
Oh my God, I loved it.
Oh really?
I love his whole new like stripped down vibe.
Oh really? Okay, see, I am not obsessed with it.
Oh, I love it. I feel like he's gonna go back on tour, and that's what he's priming for.
Oh, 100%. I think so too. But then what? His tour is going to be him.
I mean,
I would pay thousands to see him standing in his boxers with a guitar 100%. But I don't know. I think it was just so hype and everything. But then again, like every person that performed didn't sing a song that I wanted them to sing. So I'm just like I mean, Madonna was okay, but Diva, like, I don't know. I'm kind of like, over her. She needs to like take a nap. And then Shakira, why didn't you sing Waka Waka?
I know.
Like, what are you doing?
BTS was good.
Oh, hold on. Wait. I loved BTS.
Yeah.
Why were the Muppets there?
I'm not sure. I didn't
And
know that they were musical.
involved.
Yeah,
Oh,
I didn't know that they had a band.
I knew the Muppets were musical because they have
Okay.
a fabulous album with John Denver, a Christmas album. I love it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Really niche. But like I'm like, why are the Muppets there? And then like the Count from Sesame Street. I'm like, what's happening here?
And like, what are the logistics of the Muppets?
I
Like,
don't understand.
who's like how?
I
how
don't
do
know.
They get
And
under
then
the box.
imagine also like being there and seeing like you can't see the Muppets.
No, it really takes the magic away.
It was weird. I wonder. I would love to know. Like, I'm gonna have to clue back in on that one and check back in
Yeah.
because I was really confused. I was like, oh, I didn't know they were invited, and what the point was. The kids, though, the kids choir.
Oh my god, so
that
cute.
I was bawling. That was
I
so
know.
sweet.
Okay, I feel like we're crushed out.
I think we are sufficiently crashed out.
We'll see you in August, and happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday. Have the best rest of the month.
Thanks
Take
for
a
crashing
nap.
out with us.
Have coffee with the universe.
That just shows where I'm at mentally. Bye, everybody.
Bye.